The great Derrick Rose just announced his retirement, and instead of giving him every ounce of respect that he deserves, the NBA media has committed the ultimate sacrilege by giving this man a 10.5% of making the Hall of Fame in any capacity? Disgusting! Imagine a player who had Ja Morant's athleticism but was stronger, Russell Westbrook's athleticism but was a better scorer, a guy who won an MVP while being in the same conference as prime LeBron James, and oh yeah, impacted winning in every way. The question is not whether Derrick Rose makes the Hall of Fame, it's how fast can we get him in, and that is the only question. Cue my intro! Hello YouTube fam!
You see it's me!
It's your boy Big B, the biggest Heat fan in all the land. Why is that important? Because let's start with the dumbest point. Derrick Rose was the youngest league MVP in 2010.
You are the youngest MVP in NBA history.
A guard so explosive and game-changing that even while being in the same conference as LeBron James,
4 of which have been for LeBron James,
who had just moved to the Miami Heat, Derrick Rose not only won MVP over him, but also had his team first in the Eastern Conference. So if we look at the prime of Derrick Rose, his prime is almost unmatched. Now, for you idiots who think LeBron James should have got that award, I'm the biggest Heat fan, I'm the biggest LeBron fan, and I'm gonna tell you this, he did not deserve to win that year. You know why? Because he still had prime Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh backing him up, and they came second. Who was Rose's second best offensive player? Yeah, I'll fucking wait. Pick between Taj Gibson and Luol Deng. They still managed to get first. So absolutely, Derrick Rose deserved an MVP. Why is that important? So, in all of NBA history, there have been 54 first ballot Hall of Famers. What's crazy is, of those first ballot Hall of Famers, not all were MVPs. Even further, every single league MVP in history has made the Hall of Fame. So hold on a second. If we're saying that you don't even need a league MVP and you can be in the Hall of Fame, however, having a league MVP in every other case means you make the Hall of Fame. The only league MVPs who haven't made it are the ones who are still playing or not yet eligible. Let that sink in. So, every NBA MVP has been in the Hall of Fame. You don't even need an MVP to be in the Hall of Fame. Derrick Rose has a bleeping MVP, but he has a 10% chance of making the Hall of Fame? Come on, man. Make it make sense. First of all, yeah, in the NBA, you cannot move goalposts. Yes, if we look at this article which says Derrick Rose is destined for the Hall of Fame, but that's more a function of the sport rather than his accomplishments. What this article is saying is that the NBA lets everybody in, therefore Derrick Rose should be let in. I see where he's coming from, and yes, that is true, and if we use that filter, Derrick Rose should absolutely be let in. However, I want to take it a step further. Even if everyone wasn't let in, what Derrick Rose did in his prime is worthy of Hall of Fame consideration, if not Hall of Fame lock. They invented a rule about Derrick Rose. So if you are as young as Derrick Rose and you win an MVP, it actually qualifies you for higher pay. So let's get this straight. Derrick Rose as a 6'3" guard with the Heatles in the same conference propelled them to number 1, won an MVP, and made everyone in his team much better because that was primarily a defensive team. This is incredible. And Derrick Rose was not a liability on defense either. He was a pretty good defender too. The second part about this is many people, maybe everyone agrees, the Hall of Fame is not just a stats award, it's also a character award. Well, if that's the case, Derrick Rose would get in with 0 points and 0 rebounds, because this guy has been one of the highest character athletes that has graced the NBA. Of course he's made his mistakes. Of course he said some BS to the media. But by and large, Derrick Rose kept his nose clean. Derrick Rose was a great teammate. Derrick Rose was a Chicago boy who got drafted to the Chicago Bulls and gave them hope for the first time since Michael Jordan. That alone makes him deserving of the Hall of Fame. But he has everything that makes him a first ballot lock. Not just, oh, should he get in? But y'all are saying he should only have a 10% of getting in? Why is that? Because his peak only lasted 4 to 5 years, but then injuries, torn ACLs, and everything else robbed us of Derrick Rose? Yeah, okay. But the fact that Derrick Rose kept fighting and fighting and fighting and only retired now in 2024, with every stop along the way, talking about his professionalism, his still very much present ability, and his leadership. So Derrick Rose is actually the full package, and he did it without being cocky, without talking ish. Quiet, a true leader, a true great character, a man who, upon his retirement, all we should be doing is talking about how amazing it is when he gets into the Hall of Fame on the first time. Because Derrick Rose's peak was as good as anybody, and that man deserves to be in the same room as the greatest to ever play this game. This is not an opinion. This is fact. Stop with the disrespect. It's disgusting. Find something new. I'm out. Peace.